and welcome back to day 14 of DIY DP May 23. My name is Kitten Up Kitten. I am Sam and I am bringing you your daily video. So I have just started this section. Today it is Sunday and it is of course the day where you get your updates in. So if you have updates to send, please put them on the Calbs Sparkle group. I will leave a link in the description box. If for any reason you are unable to do that, then please do email me at kittenupkitten@gmail.com and I will do it that way. You have until midnight tonight BST. If you are not taking part in the DIY DP May 23 event, then welcome. As you can see, I am working on a cross stitch conversion. This one is called Mini Secret Door, and currently I am 47.78% through this project, so going great guns. Now I am actually working on yesterday's section. I'm a bit behind, however I need to point out I am behind. I'm not behind with my 600 drills a day. I am only behind with my 900 drills a day, and that is a target I set myself. So the target is a 2x3 section per day for the whole of May. So I am on track to do that. So not too concerned. How is everybody today? How are you doing? Is it going well? That is the main thing. So no, still did it in the wrong place. I am using my pink standard cook tray, as you will know if you have been following. This tray will be amongst the prizes at the end of May. They will then, whatever is left, they will then go on to Etsy on the 1st of June. They are limited edition. I only have so many, so you need to be quick. That is the only way you can get the pink tray. Now I'm not saying that this colour won't ever come back in. It could do, especially if it proves popular. But I do have other colours that I want to try. So I have overall, so I'm going to let you know how it's sort of gone for me this week. I found it quite difficult this week, I'm not going to lie, and I think that is just because of me working. Yesterday I had family come, so that delayed me getting the video done on time or earlier. I had hoped to be ahead by this point, because that is what I'd like to do. But you know, the weather's getting a little bit nicer. It's a bit nicer today. And of course, family will always turn up when you're busy, won't they? So, yeah, I'm just trying to keep going, pretty much. I have, of course, if you were on the Calbs Sparkles group, you will have seen that I was messing around with polymer clay yesterday. Having a go at making some cover minders, which I'm very excited about. The first ones off are not the best, but I have some additional tools coming today, so I'm hoping to get a bit done on this, and then once those tools arrive I can have another play. Put the pen on, Sam. Leandria will be taking her shot right now. So I'm just trying to find all my little bitty bits, as you know. That's the way that we play it with this conversion. Find all the little bitty bits done first because they're easier to plot. And then fill in with the larger amounts of drills later. So 3 and there. And then 1 there, 1 on top. I don't really have a lot to say. I mean, I've spoken to Penny after her launch of her amazing cover papers. Are they not just the best? If you have no idea what I'm talking about, Penny at Calb Sparkles has just launched a range of cover papers. They are practically indestructible and they're printed. They're so pretty. I do have some on the way that Penny is sending me, even though I don't really use cover papers anymore. For her, I will. So I look forward to showing you those when they come. Can you believe it's day 14 already, halfway through this event? It has flown by this time. And I think a lot of that is because I've got Penny helping as well. So I'm not filming all the time. During the week, I only film on a Monday when I'm off. And then Penny does it the rest of the time, so it's spread it out a bit for me, and it is so much easier this time. So we need 3 across, miss 1, 5 down there. As always, I am multi-placing if I can, because you know I'm all about my multi-placing now. This is from the woman who, when she first started, said no, I will single place, can't get the hang of it. Yeah, it's like anything new, it just takes practice. So if you're not a multi-placer, because you've tried it and it doesn't work for you, here are my tips to learn how to multi-place. Start off with a 2, a 2, and just do 2 drills at a time. When you're at a point, that's it. Once you're at a point where you don't need to straighten the 2 you've put down, you're ready. Right, I have gone wrong already. Okay, let's push this over. So this one needs to go over here. That one needs to go over there. Always the case. I'm so bloody clever at doing that. 1 there, and then 2. It's the way of the world, you know. We just recorrect it. It's fine. Yeah, start off with a 2. Once you're at a point where you no longer have to straighten either of those 2, you are ready for a 3. And work your way up slowly. On a square, I am now on a 6. I think this one is a 6, but I can actually use a 7 as well. On round drill paintings, I'm actually up to a 9. And it does half speed it up. Now, of course, if you're quite happy single placing, and I must admit there is something very, very therapeutic about placing 1 drill at a time and doing the step method, or the what's the other one called, checkerboarding. There's something very, very therapeutic about that. Then keep doing it. Don't change it if you're happy doing what you're doing. But for me, it has enabled me to work through kits a little bit quicker. It has allowed me to do bigger sections in one go, and really benefited me. So, you know, don't be put off. It's like anything, it takes practice. 3371. Using cut washi tape, that took me some practice. I had 2 or 3 goes at it before I got to love it. I will be going back to cover paper for a bit once I receive the ones from Penny, because I want to support her. And what better way than to use her products the same way she uses mine. And there's nothing wrong with cover papers. And now that I'm not taking diamond paintings to work with me, because I no longer work a job that I can, it's a win-win. I can use cover papers. I stopped using them because I couldn't roll them up. So yeah, I look forward to getting those. I am using my pen I got off Amazon. Yes, I know that it is wonky. I seem to get on very well with it, so I don't care. As simple as that. I'm going to use it anyway. And I really like the bits on this one because they screw in. They're not loose. You know, you can just tighten them back up again. And they're quite deep. The single placer is quite deep on this pen. So I can get a decent amount of putty in that drill end and it doesn't keep coming out. So just going through and finding, there's not that many of those either, is there? Hang on. Right, so let's do the 6s because there's not too many of those. 9, 3, 4. We need 4. One more. No, didn't do it that time. I'd got quite good at getting the right amount of drills out recently, but didn't work this time. Never mind. I am, of course, working on a poured glue canvas, so it does make it a little bit easier when you go wrong. And you will. If you've come in and you're doing your conversion and you keep finding that you're going wrong, don't sweat it. You know, it is more difficult than normal diamond painting. So, you know, take it as it comes. Most things can be fixed. Right, let me do the stars first because I've got a few of those. I just find it easier to do the little bits. I have to say, I have received a couple of updates already. My word, you guys are doing well. You really are. I think everybody's quite motivated. I really wish that you could pass that motivation on to me. But I think it's because I've got this clay. I want to crack on and get that done. That's what's demotivating me. I've got something new to play with. I want to play with that. However, I am loving seeing this diamond painting come to life. I've been doing the green hover dress and it is beautiful. Looking forward to hanging it up, so later on I will hang it up so I can have a good look, because when you're working this close up you can't always see where you've been. You can't see how it's progressing. So my tip is to take it off at points, put it up somewhere so you can see it, you know, get your other half to hold it, blue tack it to the wall, put it on a hanger, you know, and just hang it up and have a good look. Have a good look at where you are. You might be pleasantly surprised, and for me it will be once I get to that 50%, because once I've got to 50% I know I'm on the home run. So I'm going to pick up that 3 and put them, it's 2 up. There we go. So yeah, just coming back up onto this edge again. So I'm hoping to get this section and this section done today, because it's a slightly bigger section on the end. If I can do that, I will be back on track, and it means I still have tomorrow. Now Monday I have got prizes to post out because I haven't done that yet. Apologies if you're waiting for your prize. I also have, oh, there's not many of them either, 838. I also have some orders to post out. I think that's enough. So I will be doing that too. Okay, that one, and that one, that's them done. I think my work-wise, I think my job is now settling down into quite a few of my jobs now are my jobs. They will be on my run every week, which is good. Because it gives me a bit of leeway, it helps knowing. I did order. So, when I started my job, I might have said this already, so if I have, I apologise. I'm one of those people that I have to get stuff that makes it easier. And because they gave me a Bag for Life bag with all my cleaning stuff in, I had to buy a proper bag. So I've got this newfangled housekeeping caddy that's got spaces for the bottles and cloths and bags and everything. I love it. What I didn't have was a little bag or something to put keys and stuff in, because we're very often given keys for the properties that we're doing. So I did buy a bum bag, or as they are called in the States, a fanny pack. Never thought I'd buy one of those, never, but here we are. And I bloody love it. So I've got some little post-it notes and a pen in there so that I can leave little messages or notes for my clients if I need to. It will hold my phone, which I need. It will hold any keys that I've got for the property. It will also hold my headphones. They're quite important because I do very often listen to music, or I do actually listen to Penny's whips and stuff while I'm working. So that will come in quite handy. I also bought a flask so I can make 1.5 litres of coffee to take with me every day, so that I can have a drink while I'm working, because I do like my coffee and I do like to keep hydrated. But mainly it's just nice to be organised. So what I'm doing, right, there's quite a few of those, not many of those. Let's just get them. 935. I only need 3. I'm guessing this is part of her dress. But it'll be so nice to go back in and have a look once I've completed it. Quite a few of them. Quite a few of them. I'm trying to find the smaller amounts because, right, they'll do. 312. Just because they're easier to plot when you've got a open grid like this, or I find they do. This is something, again, I've learned from Penny. She teaches me so much, bless her. She's also taught me how to say some very unsavoury words, but I do know that she had an absolutely brilliant time yesterday. Absolute huge success for the cover paper. She's overwhelmed, so she's got plenty of work to be doing. And very well deserved it is too. She has got a fabulous brain for thinking outside the box. She really has. And to have that ability to be able to bring out or improve on stuff that's already out there, I mean, that's a skill. So very pleased that she had a fabulous launch and that it has gone very well. She did take a break last night to just chill out because she had a busy day. And believe me, I know what it's like doing an event like this and trying to prepare for a launch at the same time. I had exactly the same thing when I first launched my trays, because of course I launched them on the 1st of December. So it was straight after the PK November event, which was the forerunner, the practice run for what is now this event, obviously. So yeah, it was quite stressful and it was a lot of work to go through. It was absolutely exhausting, but I'm so pleased because I'm now in a place where, you know, I am able to, I have got stock of trays. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. I think it's that one. Yeah. Just making sure it's in the, not that it matters because I'll probably still put it in the wrong bloody place anyway. I've done all of those. Why didn't I mark them off? Not that one. Oh, I did mark them off. They've just done that funny thing. There we go. Okay, let's do these two. One there. Oh, no, one over. It's very easy for me to scoot it over, having a poured glue canvas. On the note of my other Heaven and Earth project, as excited as I am to have the other one, I have decided to stick to my original plan, mainly because the pattern that I got actually calls for blended stitches, which means that on the original pattern it was 2 different colours thread in one. So I need to figure out what colours I'm going with for each of those blended ones. I need to pick one or the other, obviously, because I can't blend the drills. So I do need to go through and do that. I also need to go through and take some time to figure out where I'm going to put the glow in the dark, because I want the glow in the dark symbols to outline the gate, not necessarily everything in it. So sticking to the original plan, I'm going to do the smaller canvas first, because that one is a bigger canvas. Now I have to say, I am a massive Lord of the Rings fan, but both of the next projects that I've got are actually from The Hobbit, which I adore just as much. So I will definitely have my hands full. There's also the fact that I need quite a lot of drills for the other one. I don't really want to go and purchase drills. I want to be using my spares, because that's what I'm keeping them for. So it will give me a bit longer to save up drills, which is not a bad thing. So we want 4 in, 1 there, and then we want 2 underneath it. So if you've ever asked yourself if you're the only person that talks to yourself while you're diamond painting, the answer is no. I also do it. Right, 1 there. Miss 1 and then 1, miss 2 and then 1. So that's those. Come on, highlight. Behave yourself, pattern keeper. That one goes there. That one goes there. And then we've got miss 2, and then we've got 2. Like so. Is that square done? This is pretty much how I work, especially when you've got these smaller amounts, square to square. Because it is like counted cross stitch. You are having to count where you're going. It's just quicker than doing a cross stitch. And God knows I've seen enough of these charts that it's like, oh, I'd love to do that as a cross stitch. It'd be beautiful. Truth is, I have not got the patience all the time to do cross stitch, or the eyes. to be fair, you've got to have pretty good eyesight to be doing these things, and I have not. So that's those. Let's find the next colour. Haven't run out of any drills yet, hasten to say yet. 164, but it is nice using these greens, because obviously I've done a lot of this where I've got browns. I only actually need 10 drills, so all 10, this will be a colour finished. Woo! My plan is, as I am finishing the colours, I am kitting those bottles down until I get into one case, and then I'll wait till the end. So this will see the end of this colour, which will be nice. I think I've got 9 colours to go, so there'll be 8 colours to go before I haven't got 2 cases anymore, two layers. Right, and then we've got a 3. Obviously I had way more in here than I needed. 2, so it's over 1 there. And then we've got 1 in line with that, but right on the line, and 1 in line with that, right on the line, and that is that colour complete. There we go, 164 is gone. So I'm going to pour them back in there. I had more than enough. I'm going to pop that to one side. What I will do at the end when I finish this video is I will go back in and I will move all my bottles down. So it's just searching for those smaller symbols. Quite a few of those. Right, let's do that one. Let's do the 703 because they're all in similar places. Now, the 703 is quite a bright colour. So what I've been doing is I've been picking out the lighter one. Just to try and tone it down a little bit, but it is taking a little bit longer because I'm not able to multi-place, because I can't multi-place when I've got so many different shades in. So that's that one and those two, and then we've got one there, which is a pity because I have got some sections here that I could block, but never mind. So we want 2, and then we want 1, 2, which is those two, and then we want 1, which is that one. Thank you very much. And then we've got 4, 2, 4, and then we've got a whole row. Don't think I can get, no I can't, they'd be multiple colours and I don't want to do that, so let's do it by hand. That's fine. Oh, that's the wrong colour. So yeah, the upside to saving all the different colour blends is that you are more likely to find the one you want, and I am using the colour that's at the top of the screen to tell me which shade it should be. The downside to keeping all the different dye lots is of course that you can then not multi-place, because you can't, you're going to have a mix of those colours, which is what you don't want when you're doing, like if this was the background I wouldn't care because it's quite confetti anyway and it's just browns. Because it's her dress, it could have a massive impact on how the finished item looks. So I'm keeping the colours try again. Worked that time. Okay, let's go and do this top one. So we've got one there, and we have got one there, pushed over that quite a bit, and then we have got one in this bit. Oh, wrong colour. Just want to try and keep those colours as true as I can. Let's pour all them in. Okay. Sometimes you just need to concentrate. That's pretty much what I'm doing here. Because it's the downside to doing lots of this, you know, lots of a similar shade. Your eye gets drawn away from the pattern of where you're going. So like so I'm using the placement of other colours to find my place for this colour. And you just need to, you know, sometimes you just need to, concentrate. What I loved about this picture was this green dress. Okay, nearly there. Yes, it would be so much easier if I didn't mix shades. I could just pick a bag up with the correct shade in it, but don't have the space for all the extra bags yet. And I will say that I do intend, once I get into the snug as my craft room, I am then going to keep drills separate. Now I don't have an intention of buying canvases other than Diamond Art Club. So eventually all my drills would be Diamond Art Club anyway, but I am going to start marking them with a D if they're Diamond Art Club. So any new colours I get from this point on that I haven't got any already, I am going to mark as Diamond Art Club, because their drills are just so much better. And I want to know if I've got really good drills or not. Because if I can have better drills for my projects, then why wouldn't I? And at the end of the day, I've currently got 20 odd Diamond Art canvases sitting there ready to be done, that I can then save the spares on. So it will mean that my storage will get fuller and I will need to expand it, but for the time being that won't have to happen until I move into the cabin, I keep saying the cabin because to enable me to have the space, I need my nail cabin to be finished. So that's why I'm keep going back to say cabin, and what I mean is actually my craft room. My husband, I'm just gonna zoom this out because as you can see, I have inadvertently marked 2 off that I didn't need to do. Don't want it to screw my my figures up. Right, so let's go back to it. Let's find our next colour. Too many of those. Not too many of those, so let's do that, the 3862. I hope that makes sense. Does anything I ever say make sense, to be fair? But yeah, because I know that the drill quality is better, I want to differentiate and know that if I start a brand new colour and it's Diamond Art Club drills, that I don't add any cheaper drills into that. To be fair, I haven't got that many diamond paintings now that aren't Diamond Art Club, so shouldn't be too difficult. Okay, 5 minutes, I will be back. Okay, sorry about that. I had to have a quick break because my bum was going numb. Talking of my bum, my stool, Sue, if you're watching, it's finally broken. So actually it no longer goes down. All that time I waited, and actually it's done it by itself. So yeah, it now doesn't go down at all. So all is well with the world and my stool. My husband was also looking yesterday for a camera. I might have said this already as well, so I apologise again. He's going to have an eye out for a camera that I can use that will work better for live streaming and for filming, and that will not have issues with sound quality. Because I think the sound quality thing happens on my phone when it starts to overheat. And obviously coming up into the summer, when you've got lights on especially, it does overheat. So yeah, he's looking at that, which I'm really grateful for. He does, you know, support me quite a bit. And it would make life easier, would it not? It would make life so much easier. So he's doing that. It may, of course, mean that I may need to get a different camera mount, because I'm not sure this one will hold another type of camera. I think it is made for mobile phones really, so we shall see. I may just be able to buy something that will that I can use to adapt it to work. in which case that will be great, and I could carry on. But we're getting to that point now, I think, where I need to be thinking about having a decent camera and possibly some lighting. I mean, it might not happen for a while, and it may indeed not happen until I get moved into the cabin with the nail stuff, but we'll see. Right, so 3 in there. That wasn't very neat, was it? The plan for today is literally, I'm just going to keep going on this until my bits arrive from Amazon, at which point I will then take a bit of a break and have another little go, because practice does make perfect. And I think having the correct cutters will also make it easier for me to do those simple things, because that's how I'm starting off here. I'm starting simple. As with anything, it takes time to get to know your medium. And like I said, the original plan was that I would make some more things using the acrylic that I use, but it is quite expensive to do that. You have more freedom with acrylic and the polymer clay than you do with, say, resin. You know, resin, in the best way possible, you still need a mould. The problem with resin is the time you have to wait to see if it's turned out okay. You could spend up to 48 hours curing something to then turn it out and it be of no use whatsoever, which is the most frustrating thing about resin. It's such an unknown. So I'm hoping that at least with the polymer, I can see exactly how it's going to turn out. So keep it simple, build up from that. Okay, so over here it looks like we've got a few more symbols that we don't have lots of elsewhere, so I'm going to get those done first, and then hopefully it will leave me. I've poured quite a few of these in because again I've got a mix of colours, so I want to pull out either the colour I've got the most of or the colour that's closest. So let's go with that. So that's them two. That one. That one. That one. That's that square done. So they're all on this side of the canvas. It is Sunday. Sunday is my made complete day off. So apart from doing the filming today because of the event, I wouldn't normally film on a Sunday. It would normally just be a diamond painting day. It's a me day. However, because of the event, I've had to chip into that. I'm also considering dismantling my camera arm and taking it on holiday with me, because I will be doing videos and the live etc. from my caravan for my sins. So I'm contemplating dismantling it because it does break down, and then I just have like 2 poles. I haven't quite, it's either that or using that tiny little tripod thing that I bought last year, which isn't the steadiest. It works, but it does have a tendency to rock a bit when I'm working, so it's not great. But you know, either or. Oh, I know that I've put that in the wrong place. That's because I lost a colour. Right, let's find another one of these. So we only need 2, 977, which is this beautiful orange colour. So let's go with the ones that's the closest. Let's go with those two. I do like doing these little bits. Only a couple of those, so 4, 3, 6. And to be fair, you don't even have to pour drills out for this. You could just pot dip for a couple. 4, 3, 6 is there. Is it just 2? Yeah, just 2. Can't wait to get this up and have a good look at it. I think it's going to, I'm going to be quite pleased with how far I've done. 3, 7, 7, 6, also an orangey colour. So again, I'm going to pick out the ones that are either the closest to it or that I've got the most of. And it looks like I've got the most of this medium shade, so let's do these. I don't worry too much if I'm putting colours in on different sections. I mean, in her dress, yes, because it's her dress and it's a big key feature, but certainly backgrounds and stuff, it's not as important, or it's not as important for me. It depends on your character, I guess. There will be people that will be like, oh no, I've got to use the exact colour. And that's fine, you know, you are more than welcome to go and buy the drills that you need for your project. There's nothing wrong with that. I just choose to use what I've got left over, because that's the whole reason. This whole thing is the reason I keep my spare drills. Yes, of course, it comes in handy. Having spares if you do run out, providing you've got the colour match. But that's the whole reason I started doing it. It was so that I could use up what I had left over. 3828. That one. We just need one. So I'm not going to colour match this. I'm just going to pick whichever one it gives me first, because it's one bloody drill. It's not going to make that much difference. Okay, so watermelons, not many of those. 839. I've definitely got more than enough 839, because I only need 700 in this whole thing, and I've got that just in this pot. So more than enough for that colour. So just getting those in. I think if it's going to stay nice, I may take this outside and do it in the garden for the rest of the afternoon. Why not? Make the most, you know, as anyone knows, if you live in Britain, you get the slightest bit of sunshine, make the most of it, because it doesn't last long. You may only get a fleeting couple of hours. We're quite good at that. I keep a normal book handy to read, just in case we get some sunshine, and I can sit in the garden and read in the garden. Doesn't last long because it makes my hands hurt, but I definitely do need to go and see the doctor about my thumb. Since I've started this new job, I've been having pain in my thumb going up into my arm. I believe it's probably carpal tunnel. The issue for me is that I will not do surgery, because both of my sisters, one sister has had one hand done, the other one has had both hands done, and in neither case did it work. Right, I need 26, so let's go for this one. Well, I don't need 26, I need 26 in the whole painting. 2, 3. That's those 3. And then we've got one there. One there, that's that one. One there and one there. There we go. Only need 19 in the rest of the picture. So yeah, it's most definitely down here, all down here. So I may go to see the doctor to see if we can look at maybe splinting, may help. 632. Now 632 is the only colour I think I'm going to need more of. This, what I've got in this pot, is literally it. So I definitely don't have 1,000. So I do still need... Right, I'm going to go with the brown colour because that's what I've got showing on here. That one. And then one there. One there. Now hopefully, if you're taking part in this event, you have got enough drills, but you may be like me, you may be winging it on winging a prayer. What I will say is, if I happen so why is that 2 ahead? Should it only be 1? Oh my giddy aunt, where have I gone wrong? 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's only got 6. Am I missing a row? Yes, that's better. Oh, moment of panic over. What was I doing this one? Yeah, geez, don't do that to me. So let's pull this colour out. So we've got 1 in there, which I've done. And then we've got 1 in there. I had that moment where I thought, oh my God, I've gone wrong really badly. Can't figure it out. Don't know what I've done. I had just moved the chart because I'm kind of special. What are you up to today? Are you doing just your canvas for the event, or are you having a barbecue with your family? What are you up to? Do need to say that the update video will go up tomorrow evening, so probably about 6-ish, 6, 7-ish. Live, it will be me. It will be Kitten Up Kittens channel this week. That will be on Tuesday at 8 PM as always. Not too many of those. Let's do those. 3, 3, 4, 6. Where are you? 3, 3, 4, 6. So please do join us for that, whether you're taking part or not. It would be lovely to have you on the live. There may or may not be some shenanigans going on. I absolutely love doing the lives. They are so much fun. And every week it gets bigger and bigger. Literally, as new people come in and discover us. We sometimes get visits from other YouTubers. We had Cindy from Diamond Painting Fanatics dropped in last week and said hello. We have obviously the lovely Lisa from Lisa's Colouring Corner. She's on there. She's also taking part in the event. So, you know, please do go and give her a... I went wrong, so I'm adding a drill in that isn't there. Just saying. Yeah, She is taking part, so if you like colouring or you just want someone to listen to while you're diamond painting, please do go and check her out, because she has a wonderfully relaxing voice. She really does. We also have Claire from Diamond Painting Nerd. She's taking part. We are very, very lucky. And it's a nice event. I think it's a nice event. And something we don't spend enough time on, really. You know, I'm the biggest person in the world to say that I do not prioritise my conversion enough. Never do. And that's what I love about this month. And you know what? I was saying to Penny this morning, I've been very good. I have not pulled Ocean off from the wall to do any on that. I have literally, if I'm diamond painting, I have been diamond painting this. And it will be the first time ever. Because last year, I literally did my section and that was it. Because the rest of the time I worked on another canvas as well. And I'm not doing that this year. Ocean is very much not moved on from the last time I worked on it. I will get that one finished. I will be moving on to Butterfly Kiss, which is from Diamond Art Studios. That will be the next new canvas I start. But I will get Ocean done first. And that was voted for by you guys. There we go. Let's do the L, the 420. We're getting there. I, of course, won't do this whole section on film. I tend to do about an hour. We've got about 8 minutes left. I find that an hour is plenty long enough, and most of you, if you're doing your 3x2 section, an hour is long enough for you to dot alongside, especially with all the mistakes I keep making. Okay, so let's go in there and there. I do love it when I get these smaller numbers done and I get into the larger numbers. I do love it because it means the multiplacer comes out. I can get it done a little bit quicker, and then I feel like I've achieved more because I am doing a 3x3 section. I'm not going to promise that I'm going to catch up with this next section today. I will keep going until my Amazon delivery arrives. Don't you just love Amazon? I do. Find anything. But I very quickly realised when I was playing with the clay yesterday, that there is some basic tools that I need to make them look professional. That is the plan. Okay. That colour done. What do we have next? Might as well get those two. So yeah, if nothing else, if I get my little bits done, I'll be happy. I do also need to make another drink because I am a bit thirsty. I haven't taken my antihistamine for a couple of days, so my throat, of course, is getting a bit croaky again. So I can definitely say that it's down to my hay fever. 3721. Get a couple because I need to make sure I've got two that match in colour. So we've got one there and one there. They're beautiful, beautiful colour. C 3830. Fingers crossed that this looks gorgeous. 3830. Couldn't get them to come out then, so resorted to pouring some out. One there. I'm not going to mark these off as I go, I'll just do them all at the end. There's only 3. One there. Done. Next, H167. $3830 goes in that one. 167. I need 4. I think, I have to say, I think I've actually enjoyed doing the event this time more than last time. I think last time I was very, very nervous. It was the first event I'd ever done. And it was quite hard work. And this time I think I'm enjoying it more. Which is good. Because I do plan to do this twice a year. Hopefully with Penny on board as well. But, you know, she's getting quite busy now. She's getting quite important. She might be too important to help in the future. I'm all for supporting her growth. I'm not going to hold her back, put it that way. 3858. So proud of her. So proud of her compared to where she was. Compared to how she started off. She has done so well. And it's been an absolute bloody honour to be along for the ride while she's found her feet. There you go, Leandri. Forgot to do my pen again. Did I get them all? Yeah. Right, next colour. What have we got? 1938. How ridiculous. So, we are coming up to the hour-long mark. So I'm going to do this one and then I'm going to call it a day, because that means I can get the video edited and I can get it up quick, which will be good. And it means that you guys will have something nice and early. Poured out 40 million for that one. But, you know. There we go. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to continue off camera, obviously, because I want to try and get caught up. I hope that you are having a really good day, that you are going well. Don't forget to get your details. So I need how many drills you've laid total. I need your percentage as it stands as of midnight tonight. And I need a picture of your whip. Please do use the group. That is what it is there for. Penny has very kindly set this up for us to use as well, because, you know, it is her group. So please do use the group if you can. It makes it easier for me to get the info all in one place. But if not, then do email me at kittenupkitten@gmail.com and I will add your details on. Best of luck for today. Look forward to seeing everybody's updates, and I will be back tomorrow with the update video. Please keep drilling, please stay happy, and also I did my nails as well yesterday. If you noticed on the split video, one half I had crappy nails on and the other half I had, they're not anything special. They're just glittery acrylic. We're going to try acrylic overlay. But that's it from me for today. So best of luck to everybody. Don't forget #DIYDP May 23. And let's get this going. We're now halfway. And I will be back tomorrow and see you then. It is, as always, over and out from this Kitten Up Kitten. Bye-bye.